Okay, so nobody's getting the truth from the mainstream media, folks. It's well past time to open your eyes, your ears, and your mind. Do your own research because something isn't right here. And if you can't see that, you are not paying attention, folks.
It's the opportunity to forge for ourselves and for future generations a new world order. A world where the rule of law, not the law of the jungle, governs the conduct of nations.
So let's look at each one of these and see how we can get this down to zero. Probably one of these numbers is going to have to get pretty near to zero. Now that's back from high school algebra, but let's take a look. First, we've got population. The world today has 6.8 billion people. That's headed up to about 9 billion. Now, if we do a really great job on new vaccines, healthcare, reproductive health services, we could lower that by perhaps 10 or 15%.
The important message that we need Australians to get vaccinated as quickly as possible. In line with that, I do encourage all Australians to please go and book your vaccinations as soon as you can if you haven't already done so.
Emma, get away!
When we are successful, and we will be, we have a real chance at this new world order, an order in which a credible United Nations can use its peacekeeping role to fulfill the promise and vision of the UN's founders.
Okay, we need to stand up against this tyranny, folks. Stop giving away your freedoms and liberties, because the more you give up, the more these people will take until you have absolutely nothing left. That's their agenda. All right, good evening, viewers. How are we, family? It's another day in Albo World, Clown World. It's going off out there. And yeah, mate, this is some sort of operation out there, guys. This is really getting hilarious now. So as I said, we're just going to keep enjoying it, all right, because we know where we are and what's going on out there. So a few things. We got a bit of stuff coming out. We've now got a medical whistleblower, right, describes COVID shots killing victims within hours of injection. She's a hospital coder. Now, I didn't know about this, guys, but she's sort of like an air traffic controller for an airport. She knows where the bodies are buried. So she's been on Alex Jones. By the looks of it, I haven't seen it, but I was just looking around at some stuff. So, yeah, that would be interesting, just to get a, I've never heard of the word coder in the hospitals, as to, yeah. So if she's like a air traffic control, she knows everything coming out, what altitude, what speed, what this, what that. So, okay, now we've had a Shearer versus the Chief Commissioner of Police, all right? And it was at Melbourne, all right? And the Sun Herald said something, but they had it behind a paywall, guys, all right? But, yeah, so if I just go down to here, where is it? I was reading before. I've had to go into it. Excuse me, I'm about to sneeze, I think. Excuse me. Far out. Okay. So what happened here, guys, anyway, was they turned it around and said that the guy, he was a cop, he wouldn't take the injection. And, yeah, what happened was they've changed it all around, all right? So they've just quashed his conviction. So it was apparently another big win. Quash the determination. No, Supreme Court, to quash the determination, I've concluded that determination should be quashed in the plaintiff's failure to receive a dose of COVID-19 vaccine by 16th of August 2022 did not constitute a breach of the Victorian PM. So that would be police something, yeah. Further, the plaintiff was denied procedural fairness by reasons of two matters. First, the charge did not provide adequate notice. Now, we all know this, guys, of the case that plaintiff was required to meet. And second, the DIO failed to disclose to the plaintiff issues which were critical to his decision to find the charge proven. So again, the courts are just putting in what information they want, guys, and you don't get a say in it until they get caught out, and they're getting caught out. All right. Japan's excess deaths are up 115,000. We all know now this stuff's coming out, guys, that Watergate was a cover-up for Pedogate. All right, a lot of the stuff that went down there was, actually to do with the pedophiles. These are all out there, guys, these clips. Now, we've had an alleged pedophile shot by police identified as a high-ranking Navy doctor. So, yeah, there's really some stuff going on out there, guys. It just doesn't stop. 5 members of Antifa were arrested at the Emory University in Atlanta, Georgia tonight. So we know what's going on there. Same thing's going on in Sydney, guys. I'm not going to comment on it at the moment, but yeah, universities in Sydney are starting to get up and do the same thing. CIA is alleged to be operating social media troll farms. Well, we know that, but in Kiev to help influence American voters to support Biden in the 2024 presidential election. So they're trying everything, guys. All right. Here's one, Moody Blues. He was old, 82, I don't know, but yeah, anyone my age would know who the Moody Blues were. Well, it's the Mike Pinder it was. All right, he was one of the band members. He was the last one. So yeah, Moody Blues. Now, King Charles' funeral plans reportedly being updated regularly after cancer diagnosis. Kate's got cancer now. It's all happening out there in the Matrix. Righto. Movie night Sunday night, guys. We got a pretty good clip to be playing. So we're going to, do that. All clips from tonight and as in the future, guys, will be on the website straight after the show. You can go and get them, all right? So we're only playing cuts of things. You want to see the whole thing, and there's one I recommend tonight that you do. When we bring it in, I'll let you know. But, yeah, I recommend you go and watch the whole lot, okay? Now, was there any welcome to countries? I'm just asking a question at the rugby and that over the Anzac thing. Guys, I don't know if anyone can put that in the comments for Mel. I don't know, but was there a welcome to country? There usually is. I don't watch football games that anymore, guys. I'm just asking the question. I'm curious whether there was. All right. And then this morning we had a freedom of speech space, guys, with Mario Nafal put it on, all right? And we had Nick Sauter in there. We had everyone in there. If you want to know who was in there, there's a couple of shots on my Twitter on my profile on Twitter. But yeah, guys, Jamie McIntyre come in for a minute. Jamie got a mic pretty quick. I didn't hear him speak because I was sort of in and out because I was, I had to leave, take phone call. I'd go back in. I'd request the mic again. 4 times I requested a mic, but I couldn't get on. But all the usual suspects were there, Coxsack, and, we had Ruddick and we had bloody Babbitt and Kelly and all the crew are in there, guys. But, for some reason, I just couldn't get a microphone to go in there and talk to these guys. Does that surprise you? So I sent a message off to Nick Sauter. I don't muck around, guys, and asked him, was that freedom of speech? At the top up there says Australia's freedom of speech. There was welcome to country footy game. Unbelievable. Okay, thank you. So anyway, that's where we were, guys. All right, they're certainly not going to give me a microphone on a platform like that with 5,500 people and all our politicians in there. Maybe in the background it was, don't let Guru have a mic. All right. But anyway, I thought that just showed their hand, guys. All right, why shouldn't everyone? They're talking about free speech and Albo and that, and what all these people are doing. And, I can't get in there and get a mic to have some free speech. So anyway, maybe I don't represent Australia as far as they're concerned. I don't know. Anyway, come on in, Cazz. Let's get it going.
Hi. Yeah, all right. Well, they've just fried my studio. I don't know if you saw that little flash. They've got new toys that they're basically trying out. But that's okay. We'll just have to run it from here, and that's fine. All right. So first of all, we're going to do this. This is who Sam Mostyn is.
New Governor General pick, Samantha Mostyn.
Out, guys.
Just prior to her appointment, Mostyn got busy scrubbing her social media accounts of her online political activism over the years.
Fine job, gentlemen.
But we have the receipts.
The internet's not written in pencil, it's written in ink.
So what was she hiding? For a start, Mostyn really didn't want you to see her disdain for Australia Day. Here she refers to it as Invasion Day. Here she endorses a quote calling the founding of Australia a bloody invasion. And here she argued for the date to be changed, all now deleted from her social media accounts. Mostyn was also a vocal campaigner for the Voice to Parliament, pushing the referendum at events alongside voice architect and communist sympathizer Thomas Mayo.
Punish politicians. Pay the rent, reparations.
Tear down the institutions that harm our people.
Yeah, that guy. Mostyn is also a Republican, meaning the PMs awarded her a $500,000 a year salary to represent an institution she doesn't even believe in. Now, as far as left-wing activists go, none of this should surprise you, but for Albo to make such a deeply political appointment to the office of Governor General, a role meant to be non-political, is taking the Australian people for mugs. The left's long march through the institutions is happening right before your very eyes.
Well, there you go, guys. She's already scrubbed her history, or tried to scrub out her history, but, you know, the internet is forever, all right? And more will keep coming out, guys, but there you go. You know, you are being played, Australian people. We've been saying it. We've known it for a long time, but if you want any more evidence than that, you know, go searching for it, and no doubt you'll find more. Okay, but guys, we're getting played big time.
Well, we've got this as well from Glenn Fisher. So let's have a look at this. This is about the 28th that we have been working on for years.
Listen to this, guys.
Google this. I was on a current affair. All this stuff's been fucking proven, right? That these files were fucking sealed. There was a general, the CEO of St Vincent's Hospital. Anyway, I gave out 22 names myself, 22 fucking names of high-profile men who were abusing children, and a woman, Annette Crowe, who was complicit in my abuse. In 2012, I ended up coming forward and Parramatta Police and a sex crime squad there create what's called Strike Force Boyd, where I'm asked to wear a wire, and I do wear a wire against one of my abusers, which is Grant Morris. And because of my coming forward, the police went and investigated multiple stories which actually gave closure and convictions to other victims of these crimes. In 2015, I again give evidence in the Royal Commission into Institutional Abuse, and I am working with a journalist named Ross Coulthart. Oh no, sorry, it was before Ross Coulthart. I was working with a journalist named David Hartacre, who ironically is the journalist who wrote the piece on my girlfriend who was murdered, whose people who killed her were given 20 years jail, but then they appealed and went before another fucking grub named Judge Yeldon. And Judge Yeldon released her killers, set them free on appeal, and then took his own life, right, unalived. Then I give evidence at the Royal Commission Institutional Abuse, and again, they steal my fucking file. So David Hartacre and I, again, we went to where the Royal Commission was, into institutional abuse in the city, to get my file so that it could be made for a story that he was doing at the time, which he then referred to Ross Coulthart from 60 Minutes, and they were going to do my story. And the two reasons that my story never got told was they allowed me to go into a room and read my file. I didn't have a fucking article or a phone, or I could have done these ones with it. You know, the saddest part about it was when I actually gave the second Royal Commission interview, I had a friend of mine with me, John. I won't say his last name, but John can write him below if he wants. This is true. And after the whole interview that I did, John recorded it. I didn't know he'd recorded it, right? And when we left, after that, I had to go and see these counsellors. And then after we were walking down the street, John says to me, I recorded all of your fucking interview. And I lost my shit, right? And I said, how fucking dare you? I felt vulnerable, I felt exposed, and I said, you fucking delete that shit. At that point, I didn't know what I was about to find out. They again sealed my fucking file for 99 years. So I now have done two Royal Commissions where they've sealed my fucking file. It's a fucking fact, man. It's not fucking a made-up conspiracy. It's a fucking fact. My story has been proven.
There you go, guys. We get, I'm ostracized in this freedom world. Why? Because I speak of what's gone on, okay, about the main things, guys, the kids, all right, the pedophilia, the bullshit that goes on, all right, and this is why they don't want me coming near them, all right, because I'll tell them the truth. I'll ask them the hard questions, guys. There it is. Glenn, we're going to get him on the show, all right, but yeah, we'll sort it out. But there it is, guys. He was involved.
They're not sealing it for him. He wants them open. They're not
Yeah,
sealing it to protect the victims. They're sealing them to protect the perpetrators. This is the situation we're facing in Australia.
But he's the victim, right? And they've sealed him. So he's going in saying, but I am the victim. I want him unsealed. But guys, there you go again. You know what I mean? 2 royal commissions. The 28 names are sealed for 99 years. Glenn was part of it. And people like Mr. Roberts, Malcolm out there, our friend, wants to tell us that he looked into it and it's all bullshit. It doesn't exist. Well, how does it exist when no one sued Glenn Fisher? He's put 4 people in jail. Like, really?
Yeah, I know. All right, so we've had so the memes have gone crazy today. Albo's got his own. Albo's got his own hashtag. It's basically it's what is it? Albo meme, hashtag Albo meme, and it's everywhere. We've got a few of them here. Now, there's a bad word here that I can't say, but I'm sure you can. But I'll try and improvise it. So, did you know the blue whale's vagina is so wide and deep, 5 to 6 people could lay down in it, making it the world's second biggest CU in the NT after Albanese.
People are good.
Breaking, meet the tiny dog with a huge asshole tonight at 6 o'clock.
I hope you got the one I sent you.
Yeah, you're posting Albo means, are you not? That's Karen.
Yeah.
Why censor Australia when we can censor the world?
Exactly. That's what they're trying to do. Look at this.
That's terrible. It's just, yeah.
That was one of our crew. Actually, it's gold.
If Weak Men Create Hard at Time was a poster, and then they've got Albo sitting there all dressed in a pink suit and on the cover of Vogue. So, yeah. Very,
gold,
very.
people.
Oh, hang on. There's this one as well.
Oh, this is gold. You gotta love it, haven't you?
Yeah, that's it.
People. You're so funny. Yeah.
They're very funny. They're very, very funny. All right, so let's have a look at. Let me just go back here because we have. Oh, actually, let's just do some house announcements. So we've got National Action Week for the 6th to the 12th, and it's against the WHO. So Monday, May 6th, May public holiday. Drain Cash Day is on Tuesday. Wednesday is National Email Your Federal Member Day. Thursday, National Press Release Day. And National Friday is National Attend Your Federal Members Workplace. And then they're organising on Saturday, May 11th, the People's Barbecue. And on Sunday is a National Letterbox Drop. And then you've got the No Digital ID National Rally coming up. That's on the 5th of May, Melbourne, Sydney, Brisbane, Adelaide and Perth.
And I'm not suggesting that anyone should back that last one, but you can do what you want. I'm only here to give you opinions and maybe advice if you want to take it. But if you were there, I would have a different message to what this bundler. You saw him this morning on this chat, guys, on Twitter. You got Malcolm. He don't believe a 28 exists, and he doesn't believe the chemtrails. You got Craig Kelly, now in One Nation, who's actually, years ago signed to have the UN forces come into your land, guys. He signed it. He signed for the UN to come in here with their forces. Don't tell me he didn't. It's on record. He did. Now, this is a group of people that are getting together to tell you that they're going to save your country, guys. You really? Really? Craig, you signed to have the forces come in here. Malcolm, you obviously need to go to Specsavers because you can't see a fucking chemtrail. Excuse my French. And you couldn't find the documents that obviously exist because we just showed Glenn Fisher saying they do exist. So, let's have a think about it, people.
Yeah, sorry, Chick, Wodonga, yeah, I had that poster. I must have mislaid it, but Cass Smith's in Wodonga tomorrow as well. So sorry about that. All right, it's not just the people who have been getting in on this. Also, Please Explain has
Anthony Albanese, the Prime Minister of Australia. And I'm a big dumb clown. And me, Peter Dutton, the Leader of the Opposition. I'm also a big dumb clown. I'm not a clown. What is it, Anthony? It's this Pauline Hanson's cartoon series, making us look like clowns again. Well, that's preposterous. Why don't you just get them to take it off the air? Nah, that's impossible. It's on the internet. There's a way. Put some pants on and follow me. Where are we going? We're going to Karen's. Karen's? Who's Karen? Back in 2015, the Turnbull government launched Project Karen's, which established the office of the E-Safety Commissioner. Oh, so we put a Karen in charge of keeping the internet safe. Well, that's what we told the people anyway. But it's really all about controlling the internet, which is why we call it the Keep Australia Regulated to Enforce a Nanny State, Project Karen's. Ew, I don't like that. Delete. And I don't like that. Delete. Oh, wow. So that's the E-Safety Commissioner. Yep, real name Julie Inman Grant, a disgruntled former Twitter employee with ties to the World Economic Forum. We pay her $450,000 a year. No! Delete! 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 Whoa, so she can delete anything from the internet? Pretty much. She started just deleting this dangerous, harmful stuff, but now we just let her delete whatever she wants. Misgendering? Delete? Doing great, Julie. Hey, I've got to forward you a post. I've got to send it to 10 people, otherwise I'll die. Wow, she knows so much about the internet. Hey, Julie, have you seen this? It's the latest step of the incredibly popular Pauline Hanson cartoon series. Pauline Hanson? Must delete! Oh no, it's not working. Looks like satire's too powerful. Well, why don't we just give her a little more government power then? It's working, look! The video's disappearing! YouTube, gone. Facebook, gone. LinkedIn, gone. Well done, Albo. We've given Julie enough power to censor whatever she wants on the internet, and now we don't look like clowns. Oh, what's going on? Why can't I delete? Hey, it's still up on X. Why can't she delete it from X? Ah! I hate X! I hate Elon! Put him in jail! He's out of control! Stand back. She worked at Twitter, remember? She hates Elon Musk and his free speech agenda. Oh no, where did she go? Davos. How do you know that? I'm looking at the receipts right now. She just spent $40,000 on flights. Looks like she's going to use taxpayer money to set up a global online safety regulator that's going to take control of the entire internet. Well, I guess we should probably stop her, right? No, we just let her go. There's no way people are going to find out about this and make us look like clowns, are they? No, I doubt it, Dutton. There's no way this sort of overreach will gain worldwide attention. Yeah, I guess you're right, Anthony. It's not like X or Elon Musk himself will personally try and stop us or anything. Exactly. It's not like people really value freedom of speech and expression. Definitely not. And they'll blindly trust that their government's got their best interests at heart, especially after COVID. And it's not like they'll ever vote against our two-party duopoly anyway. What are they going to do, support a party like One Nation who actually stand up for Australians' freedoms? Yeah, jeez. We'd really look like clowns then, Dutton. Yeah, absolute clowns.
Yeah,
well, they do really good things.
They look, yeah. Listen, use the enemy's tools, guys. They are brilliant clips. I'll give credit where credit's due. Does that mean I trust them? No. Does that mean, would I like to talk to them? Yes, Pauline. I've got a couple of within the first 5 comments today on a couple of your posts, Pauline, to come on the show. All right. I've been tagging a few years lately. Come on the show. All right. Where are you guys? Let's come and have an honest conversation. No holds barred. Honest conversation that you could have 6-year-old kids sitting in front of. All right. I will promise you. Okay. But come and have the conversation, guys, because I don't trust you. And I think a lot of people don't trust you.
Well, what's interesting about that space that you're talking about is this. What's actually happened is John Ruddick called the government a criminal agency. He actually said it. So what he said, quote, the Australian government is a criminal agency. Well, you're facing a challenge here, which I believe we're going to win. The corporate media, who used to be for free speech and now for the cabal. So, yeah, interesting.
Yeah, well, that was a very well, put together space, guys. Very well controlled. I didn't get to hear what Jamie said. I don't even know if Jamie spoke. He might have dropped out. I don't know. But yeah, I was sort of in and out of it a couple of times, and I hung around for a while, and but anyway, showed me a lot, guys. Showed me a lot. Maria Z, Cossack, Australia Talk. Everyone was in there having a chat, having their say. No way in the world were they giving me a microphone, guys. Well, okay. Again, show it by what they don't do, not what they do, guys. Okay, they show where they are. We are getting infiltrated from all sides, guys. Be careful.
All right, this is Jean Ho, and it's on the TikTok banner. It's very fascinating.
Donald Trump supports TikTok, and TikTok, don't take this down because your CEO said, hey, if you are on TikTok, defend TikTok. So that's what I'm doing right now. So don't take this down, or either run up the ladder because, by the way, I'm an American citizen, but I'm also Singaporean. Check it. I'm Chinese, but also Singaporean. But this one you're going to love because, and don't take this down, TikTok. Okay? From this, and by the way, I blacked out the word that you can't use, but on this, notice it. Everyone thinks it says TikTok, like TikTok the time. Notice what it says. Read it. TikTok LLC. Here's the thing when it comes to that. By the way, TikTok is an LLC. So what is it about TikTok and all this stuff? And I'm defending you, TikTok, so don't take this down, and everyone else, stick around. Okay, check this out. All right. Oh, my goodness. 1 second. Here we go. TikTok future proofs past AS. And I know that some of you know what AS stands for, but I bet you don't. And future proofs past. By the way, you got to, seriously, me at George Magazine, you don't think we know stuff? All right? First of all, Adult Swim, TikTok, 777 million views. Very interesting number, but I'm going to show you something. AS, Adult Swim, notice that it's in kill brackets, and also AS. Here's my point with this. When it comes to AS, Adult Swim, all kids out of the pool, listen. Everyone just chill because what's going on in America is going to be something wonderful. And AS,
I just have to go over
Adult
that again.
Swim, notice that it's in kill brackets, and also AS. Here's my
they can
point
watch
with
it
this.
later.
When it comes to AS, Adult Swim, all kids out of the pool, listen. Everyone just chill because what's going on in America is going to be something wonderful. And TikTok, maybe they're all attacking TikTok because they are revealing truths. All right.
Okay.
Very true.
Exactly right. There's heaps of truth, mate. On TikTok, on Twitter, Twitter's just going off, mate. Twitter is just incredible. The amount of information on there is just like, I love X. But anyway, all the shills are on there too, guys. But anyway, we'd like Malcolm Roberts, Pauline Hanson, Craig Kelly, anyone, all you guys, all of yous come on together. I reckon 3 years come on. One studio, and let's just have it out. Not have it out, just have a debate, about, what you see in the future. That's what I'd like to do. And what you think.
All
right, I don't think what you think is really what we're seeing.
Now, this is really interesting. So basically what's happened, someone in Tasmania has been burning the speed cameras. So this is the second one that's been set on
Australians
fire.
wouldn't do that. That's a Tasmanian. See, I bet it's Catherine's friend. Anyone in there, that's Tassie. You know why? Because they can actually hold the can and the matches in one hand where they're filming in the other because they've got 6 fingers. Telling you.
Oh dear. All right. Now the other big news, of course, is this Chinese, the Chinese boat that has been has come. It's the second one, and this time it's a group of men from China, and they landed in Western Australia. Now, I do have a comment on this. Dave, did you want to say anything on it first?
This is the ones coming in. I haven't seen. I've seen a couple of things on it. I presume you're talking about these people just walking into Western Australia. One of them into an airfield, cazz, yeah. Yeah. Well,
all right. So look, here's the thing: is that of course they're going to be asylum seekers escaping the CCP. Okay.
Yep.
Of course, Australia's going to be a target destination for them. The other side of that is there's two other parts to that as well, though. It could be a probing exercise by their military, and obviously Australia's completely unguarded up there. It's easy to come in. So, yeah. Or the other thing that it could be is, and this is going to sound extremely strange, but in unconventional warfare, of which the Chinese are brilliant because China had 1,000 years of war, okay? And before it was united under the Qing dynasty. So what happened was military tactics are very, very, very built into their culture. And so the art of war, it's basically all of that sort of stuff, is basically very important to them. Now, one of the tactics that they have discussed, well, I think they've certainly written about it, but one of their tactics is they can afford, because their army is so huge, they can afford to send 1 million soldiers to a country, like even to America, and have them surrender. And then with a cloud and pivot model of them being looked after in 1 million camps, having to build 1 million camps and basically feed them, clothe them and all that sort of stuff, it would actually accelerate the collapse from within. So that's the other side of it. So we'll just have to wait and see what happens as far as that plays out. But anyway. All right, Dave, did you want to make a comment on that? Dave's muted.
Yeah, sorry. Yeah, just discussing a couple of things vaccine here. Yeah, look. Sounded funny, didn't it? Anyway. Go on, no, cazz, you've got it. Sorry, you've got me right off here. Okay.
All right, well, here's one you know a lot about, and that is basically King Charles's funeral plans have been updated.
They have. His plans have been, Kate's got cancer, Prince Charles is up. Guys, there's a lot of stuff in the background that makes a lot of sense there, all right? When we're on Spaces, our little friend Coco comes in and lets us know. Now, we haven't even covered the 4 horses with the red paint, you know what I mean, or whatever. But, again, guys, how do 5 top grade, I would ask this question. I think it was 5 horses that got kicked, guys?
No, that image has been up. I don't know, the one with the red horse going through it, the white horse with the red paint. That's 98%, I think, AI generated.
Okay.
But who generated it? Because it's particularly sophisticated and for what
Right.
purpose?
And why was it generated? To give the impression of what? Well, they're saying in their story, they're telling us that, or what I'm saying is, how do 5 top riders? These are the king's escorts, man. These guys don't just get kicked off horses. 5 of these horses that are so well trained just don't kick off 5 riders at the same time and bolt down a road. So what is the message out there, guys? Well, there's a lot behind it. I think I'm not going to go into it here, but anyway, I would believe there's a lot behind it. You go delving into it, you talk to some people, get on some Spaces, start chatting about it, and you'll find out. But yeah, guys, the royal family's gone. These guys, like I've said to you, everyone in the top, in the hard-hitting cabal, right, is on their knees. Look at this government. Look at it. It is just an absolute shambles, man. Just bringing people in, selecting people at will. Good old Albo, just making the old cricket captain's call. I'll bring this chick in. She hates Twitter. She hates Elon.
She's
got WEF standing. Yeah, what a trick to bring in. Yeah, it's just ridiculous. But the thing that we know is that people aren't happy, guys, and people are waking up. Okay, so get them to the website. All right, the website's brilliant, guys. All right, the shows are up on the front page. People are getting educated. The traffic's good. Okay, but again, let's get it out. When you go into Spaces, first thing I do, go to the purple pill, put stoptherotsacktheLot.org in there, and it'll throw up the link for you, guys. All right, get it out everywhere. Get using it. All right, because there's a lot of work going into it behind the scenes, and it is very, very good.
All right, we have a really good, this is by Zero Hedge, and the excess deaths in Japan have hit 115,000 following the third COVID shot. This new study, and it was published in the Medical Science Journal of Curious, has actually discovered why. So they've had a lot of correlation, but they haven't actually been necessarily able to figure out exactly what it is. But these scientists have actually worked it out, and it's just here, and I'll read it out for you. The S protein of the SARS-CoV-2 from infectional vaccine, when introduced to the human body, binds to I think, and functions as a nuclear receptor co-regulator, interfering with the cell's normal function and leading to malfunction of the cells and the organs. So we were right again.
Yep.
But they've actually, that's a peer-reviewed study. The people, like doctors, have actually overlooked their work. They've run similar studies, and they've actually been able to prove yes. Okay, so that's what's happening. It's basically causing the malfunction of the cells and organs. So, yeah.
Look, anyone, guys, everybody, I mean, all right, you just need to be looking after yourself. I'm not going to go into it again, all right, but you need to, okay? Everybody. All right, we know what the vaccine's done, but, there's poison coming from every other direction, guys. So do your due diligence, okay? Research.
All right. Now, this is by Lycon Bull, and it's just good to take a note of it. It's on with regards to the deaths as well, but shocking for those still believing the narratives that the fake news is spraying up the wall. Just remember, Sweden did not lock down, did not close businesses and schools, did not force masking on the masses, and did not mandate the poison vaccines. Their top health expert declared natural immunity would win in the end. Trump declared Sweden's death rate would soar because he was dancing. He was dancing for the cameras. It was all a show. He knew this was going to happen. Okay, you were scammed. Look at the graph below. Now, if you look at that graph, okay, you can actually see it's Sweden's annual death rate per the population. Okay. Now, it shows where we're having excess death rates everywhere, including Japan. Those that actually did not force that vaccine, okay, basically have survived really well. They've done really well in comparison to the rest of the countries who have. Every country that has forced the vaccine is dealing with excess death rates, and I think.
Yep.
Malcolm Roberts tabled it in Parliament that ours was at 27%. So,
yeah, and then we're seeing, and this was, well played, guys. Then we got Israel, who supposedly got hammered by the vaccine. All right, it's got the lowest death rate, excess death rate out there. So this is a game, guys. All right, on their side, it's not a game on our side. This is serious crap. But on their side, guys, well played, well planned, well executed. All right, but yeah, they've met their match now, and that's us.
This is a bit of comedy. This woman's funny.
Listen to trans people. Today we hear from trans women who prove they're definitely not men with fetishes. I want milkers. I want to have tremendous titties. I want my body to hurry up growing my monster milkers. Praying to the tit gods to breast my shit up boobily. I just started getting my milkers and I'm so euphoric. I have booba. I am so happy. I have boobies, tits, titties, breasts, bazongas, booba, boobs. You get the picture. In case you do not get the picture. Breasts, boobs, boobies, tits, titties, tatas, melons, fun bags, jugs, bosoms, knockers, racks, shelf, airbags, honkers, badonkers, hooters, hooties, cans, bouncers, dobon honkeros, globes, globular clusters, zooms, orbs, hungalos memories. Bounce, bounce, booby go boing. Sign me up for the itty bitty titty committee. This bitch has got breasts. My precious milkers had a growth spurt. Who knew all I needed to get away from suicidal thoughts was a pair of boingo bongos? Running down the stairs is extremely euphoric now. Jiggle, 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 jiggle. Help! I can't stop touching my boobs. I do it all the time. I think I'm addicted. LOL, squish, squish. I can't wait for the powers that be to give me some absolute mommy milkers. Woo, the doctor prescribed it. I'm getting progesterone. Mommy milkers, here I come. I'm now getting injectable estrogen and a progesterone pill. for big mommy milkers. Transitioning is so much fun. I'm going to have some big mommy milkers. I'm excited. Mommy milker goals. I just want them to swing back and forth when getting railed. Same, to be honest. Same. Oh yes, same. Thanks for listening to Trans People.
Let me take it.
The only one she missed out. The only one she missed out there was melons.
No, she had melons in there.
You had melons? Oh, I didn't hear it.
Yeah, no, she had melons. But she's got a point. Like, what female actually like? No female does that. All right, now on that subject
of the world.
Yeah, on that subject as well, we've got Billboard Chris has arrived at Australia. He's basically giving talks. He's basically said that children don't need puberty blockers, cross-sex hormones and surgeries to be their true selves. Gender-affirming care is child abuse, and we need to talk about it. So he'll be hitting the streets, visiting universities and in Melbourne and Sydney over the next 10 days to do just that. And so anyway, we wish him well. And if anyone can find him anywhere and tell him to come on the show, we'd love to have him on.
Yeah, okay. Well, let's see how we go there. Anyway.
You want to wrap up and I'll grab the outro?
Yeah, I'm just looking through your messages, actually. All right, so yeah, look, guys, it's been another week of everything closing in around you guys. All right, that's what they're doing, but they're closing in around you because they're trying to suffocate you, all right? Because they know they're in big trouble. All right, all this stuff, Albo, absolutely disgraced, going up to, and I saw a TikTok. He wasn't even where he said he was on the mountain. You know what I mean? Someone who'd been in Kokoda Trail a fair bit, you know what I mean? And yeah, just the crap they're doing, Albo using, the fight of our Australian people for the freedoms that we had, right, that he's trying to remove from us. And he has to hide to go up there and use our diggers and the freedom they won to actually, exercise his egotistical whatever, put himself out there. This is what I mean, guys. These guys have no character. All right. I don't believe. All right. And it's just crap. Right. So, these guys, as I said to you, I'm not having to dig personally at these guys. I'm not. All right. I'm just going to tell you the truth. All right. Craig Kelly voted for UN forces to be allowed to come on this land. Why? Big mistake if it was only a mistake, Craig, but I'm sure you can read, bro. You seem half intelligent. Why would you sign for that? I don't understand. Malcolm Roberts, how can you go to Specsavers? Because if you can't see that there's chemtrails and you can't find, or your team cannot find the stuff that Glenn Fisher has just showed us on the show exists, well, what are you even doing with a job there? Obviously, you're not very good at your job. Your team's useless. They can't find information that actually exists. So if anyone out there in Australia thinks that, One Nation is the party to vote for, guys, I tell you to think again. All right? Look at track record, guys. Have a look at track record. Okay, I can keep going, but I'm not. You know what I mean? They're pulling all resources, guys. All right. Okay, we've got this. They're showing you what they're trying to do out there. Okay, so we've got this. We just stick together, people. We stick together. We walk this home. All right, you want to start fragmenting? And, we're not even going to get to another vote, guys. I'm telling you. We ain't going to get to a vote. All right. I do not believe that. Right? Shit is going down. So I don't think the vote's going to be around. But anyway, be careful out there. Keep your head on the swivel. Good night. Have a great weekend. Get to all the Forests of the Fallens, guys. And, we'll talk soon. Movie night, Sunday night.
We've got Mad Max taking us out with his song Coming Home, which he wrote.
Well done, Max.
In the shade of the lonely pine, it's in recall. Story of a lifetime, you heard before. I was just 17, proudly stood tall next to my hotel. Streamers rain down as the ships pull away. Girlfriends and wives cried as they wave, and ashen-faced mothers started to pray. And I wrote my last words to you. Die with me through this lake of fire. Wash away your pain and desire. The angel comes to take you higher. Can your wings carry to? 'Cause I'm coming home to you. And that morning, before dawn's first light, we left through the whitewash and into the fight. And I shook in the trenches all through the night. And you reached young as I woke in a crater covered in dirt. Brothers were scattered, some of them hurt, others lay still with peace in their eyes. And I remember my last words to you. Die with me through this lake of fire. Wash away your pain and desire. The angel comes to take you higher. Can her wings carry to? 'Cause I'm coming home to you. In the shade of the lone pine, I sit and recall the flowers I brought you, brighten the dawn, as the children we fought for run over the lawns. I remember my last words to you. Die with me through this lake of fire. Wash away your pain and desire. The angel comes to take you higher. Can her wings carry to? Die with me through this lake of fire. Wash away your pain and desire. The angel comes to take you higher. Can her wings carry to? 'Cause I'm coming home to you. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Yes, I'm coming home.